Well, hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Karen Richards, and I am a National Marketing Director with the Juice Plus Company. And I'm going to be your hostess tonight, along with some of my friends who are going to be telling you some amazing stories of health and a little bit about the business and the company that they are in now. And so this is meant to be a relaxed call. If you're viewing this live or whether you're coming on, to watch the recording they sent you later, we're not asking you to buy anything, just to kind of listen into their stories, and then maybe names will come to mind, like, oh yeah, my friend so-and-so, they need that for their health, or, one of the stories relates to the business. Oh my gosh, yeah, so-and-so has been looking for that. So we're going to get started right away. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background. I am a board certified health coach and been in the fitness industry for over 25 years. And I just know that most people are not having the success that they want in their health journey. There's a lot of pieces to it, whether they are stressed out, whether they don't sleep well, maybe they are not getting enough hydration. There's so many pieces to it. And what we notice most, though, is that people struggle with eating well. They know that they should, but, whether it's the Halloween candy sitting on the counter or whatever it might be, just convenience. Most people are on the go. It's easier to go through fast food. They are just struggling with that food piece. So that is where we get to an amazing product that we all partner with. We are part of a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution, and the product that backs that is called Juice Plus. And what it is just fresh, vine-ripened fruits, vegetables, and berries, which I'm going to show you the little containers here. So they all fit on there, kind of. Trying to hold them all up. So fruits, vegetables, and berries. They are, we work with like 4th generation family farmers, and most people are familiar with the concept of juicing. And so we've just gone one step further. They are flash frozen, and basically we have a nice powdered produce that's then encapsulated or put into gummy form. And then we also have this new product that people are just absolutely in love with, and it is, get it real close there, it is a vegan omega. So no fish, you heard me say vegan, no fishies. We went straight to the source, and it's just an awesome plant-based omega. It's got your 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9s in it. So whoever invited you on the call can tell you a little bit more about that. The other product we have that I absolutely love is a line called Complete. And it is bars, and these are little shake packets. You can get them in big pouches, or you can get them in these little individual packets, which I love because I throw them in my purse or my gym bag. I can take them with me when I travel. And they are just a great source, again, of plant protein. You can use them for pre and post workout. You can use them for a snack. I do it for breakfast most of the time because, again, I'm on the go. So it's super easy. So that is our product line. So again, whoever invited you can tell you more about that. And I want to tell you about that website again. It's called healthylivingrevolution.com. So if you go to that, you will find a free cookbook download that we want you to have. And there's some great resources if you have kids or grandkids or maybe their neighbors. There are a lot of resources, and it's in a little tab called Strong Start. We actually have a giveaway right now for those little ones. If they want to be YouTube stars, if they make us a fun video with fitness or making a healthy recipe, they can actually win a tower garden, which is one of our products that I'll tell you a little bit more about later. But it's just an aeroponic garden. You can grow your own vegetables and things on it. So with Juice Plus, we have all had these amazing changes happen to us. And so I'm actually going to turn it over to Samantha, and she's going to come on and she's going to tell us a little bit about Juice Plus and what it has done for her.
Can everybody hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So before I got on Juice Plus, I was completely tired. My son was having a lot of medical issues. He wouldn't go to the bathroom right. We were always in and out of the doctor like every week. So Lyndsay introduced me to this. And I figured, why not? I mean, I was a little hesitant at first. I did not believe that it was just straight fruits and vegetables. She had to kind of explain it all to me. And I was like, well, I better try it. So, and here we are 2 months later. No doctor visits whatsoever. I feel great. I wake up every morning. I'm happy. I'm not a grouch. People at work love that. So, yeah, I really love this product. The community behind it is great. I can't wait to see where the road takes me.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that, Samantha. That's kind of a piece from my story too, is I had a child that was having medical issues, and it's such a relief to not live in the doctor's office anymore, for sure. So I can totally relate to that. And I know one more person was going to share their story, and that's DJ. So if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself, she's going to tell you a little bit about her journey with Juice Plus.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, me.
Okay. All right. So probably about 6 months ago, I was suffering every day. Anxiety and depression were a huge thing, and just chronic fatigue. I wasn't able to be the mom and wife that I saw everyone else being. So I knew that needed to change. And then my kids, my husband, we didn't eat vegetables. If we did, it was out of a can. So Lyndsay had a party. Lyndsay and Gina introduced me. I had heard of Juice Plus, but never really understood everything. So I knew that was something we could incorporate every day to help us. And so we started Juice Plus, and I think we've been doing it every day for 6 months, and I've noticed I've gotten off of 2 of my medications. I don't take my anxiety medication anymore, my depression medication, and my kids love, like my 8-year-old begs for his gummies every day. And I've just recently started the shakes and things like that. And it's just every day I feel better. And I'm just excited to see how this can help my family. So.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And, that's something that so many of us, I think, as moms struggle with, but we're not willing to talk about. And so I know your story is going to impact a lot of people. So thank you for sharing that, DJ. So it's an amazing community, and she just mentioned that, the community that we're a part of, and we do have this awesome Healthy Living Revolution community, and we do support our customers in that. And then we also have a program for those that might want something a little stricter called Shred 10, and whoever invited you on can tell you a little bit more about that, but that's using these Juice Plus products, and it's got more consistency to it, and there's a few more rules, like giving up gluten and dairy and things like that, just to help launch you into the new year. And there's so many of us that are ready to do that. We don't want to wait till January, so let's do that now, right? So I've told you a lot about Juice Plus and what it is and why we love it. Samantha told you and DJ told you. A couple other things that I do love. It's scientifically proven. It's got over 40 published, or almost 40 published medical studies from things around the world. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Siri. She'll tell you. I think it's fun. You can say, hey, Siri, what's the most researched nutritional product in the world? Because it's just food. It's not a vitamin. It's safe for people of all ages. We don't have a warning label on it because you heard them say that they give it to their children. But you can be a young child, you can be middle-aged, you can be an older adult. It doesn't matter. It's safe for everyone because it is just food and it has a nutrition label on it. So I absolutely love that. We do have what's called the Children's Health Study, which is how a lot of people get introduced to it. And when an adult orders, a child can get it free. So that's something really exciting that our company does. So I'm going to transition just a little bit and talk about the company behind Juice Plus. Besides the Healthy Living Revolution, we have something that we call the Freedom Revolution. As you can see, our main mission is to bring people freedom with improved health, but we also love to help people who are looking for a little more freedom in their time, with their finances. And so those people have joined us on this Freedom Revolution. So we want to share a little bit about why we love the business and what it's done for us. And before I jump into having my friends share, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's a super simple concept, $50 just to own your own franchise. We don't have any minimums. It's not like some companies where you have to buy product. We don't carry it inventory. It ships straight out of our home office in Memphis, Tennessee. and there's no glass ceilings, there's no quotas. It's just amazing. You can do a little bit or you can do a lot. Yet at the top level, there are this huge list of amazing benefits. Our top level representatives get major medical, dental, long-term care. We get chiropractic care, massages. We get tuition reimbursement, which is totally exciting for me because I have a child that's a year away from going to college. So, every little bit helps. We do have a lot of great people that we partner with, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about them as soon as Lyndsay comes on, so she can unmute herself, and she's going to tell you a little bit about, why she said yes to the Freedom Revolution part of the Vision part.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, as Karen said, I'm Lyndsay Metz. I started my Juice Plus journey and business journey back at the end of May. Originally, I just signed up because I was going to be getting gummies, capsules, shakes, bars, all of it. I want it all in, and so I decided I needed some way to help with the cost of that. Being a stay-at-home mom, my husband does pay all of our bills. He does a great job doing that, but this was outside of our regular bills. So Gina had told me about the business, and I signed up when I found out that I could make, a little bit back on my own orders and also future orders of friends and family. And then I really just started taking the product, and I just left it at that. For the first couple months, I just built my story and my relationship with the product, and didn't really talk about it a whole lot, just a little bit. Then I went to I believe it was a Freedom Revolution event, and then especially after going to conference and meeting all these people who have really taken this business and treated it like a business and grown and got a paycheck from it, that made me realize that what I had already got myself into was something I had been looking for to help my husband get out of his crazy demanding retail job. And, every month my team grows, my business has been growing, and my paycheck is growing. And so that is getting us one more step closer to getting him out of there and getting him into his music that he loves and getting us to travel more and all that. It's just been an awesome opportunity, and I really cannot wait to see where me and these lovely ladies are in the next year, 2 years, whatever. But it's just been a blessing for me.
I love that, Lyndsay. I think we can all relate to that in some form, that we just want to be able to do a little more in our household, because I was a stay-at-home mom and then had to go back to work. So Juice Plus found me after that fact, and I loved that it quickly made up some of the coaching income that I was doing, and my husband, and we do get to say yes more often. So I'm excited for you that that's going to be a big part of your journey. And I know saying yes more often is a huge part of my friend Gina's journey. So I'm going to let her tell you a little bit more about that.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking about all the yeses that are here on this line tonight. And, if Karen hadn't said yes and been bold enough to share with me, and if I hadn't said yes, and, we really wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation tonight. So it's amazing how powerful a yes is. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about a really important yes that I said in terms of Juice Plus. But I want to rewind you about 4 years. 4 years ago, I was working a full-time job in adult education administration. I had been there for 9 years. I enjoyed the job to an extent. I really enjoyed the teaching piece of my job, but the administrative part was getting more and more difficult. And I was really feeling burnt out. And I think probably the biggest piece of that was that I had just hit that glass ceiling that Karen mentioned. There was no way to move up. The job above me was something that was not available. And even if it was, I didn't want it. And I hadn't gotten a raise in 5 years. And it wasn't because I didn't deserve one. I was definitely taking on more responsibilities. No one in the whole facility was getting a raise. So, it was just, it was a very stuck feeling. And I felt like I was trading my time for dollars. And the most heartbreaking part of that scenario was that I had 2 small children under the age of 3, and dropping them off for daycare every day was breaking my heart. It was so hard to leave them and admit to the fact that somebody else was raising my kids, because I felt like that's where my heart was, that I needed to be soaking up those younger years. They go by so fast. And so I said yes to the Juice Plus company and the Juice Plus product at the same time, really with no intention of building a large business, just because it made sense. And once I finally got it, and it took me a while, but once I finally got it, I knew that it was something that my entire family needed to be on, and that everybody I knew needed to be on Juice Plus, really. And so I was kind of ignorance on fire and telling everybody about it. But the beautiful thing about it was that I could do this business anywhere, anytime, basically working from my phone in stolen moments. I didn't have to have large chunks of time, which was good because I didn't. I could do this anytime, any place, and it grew very quickly. And now my plan B, or my side gig, has really turned into plan A. And now I get to focus the vast majority of my time in helping people with their picture of health. And it's, just really my mission now to help others, especially moms, because that's, again, where my heart is, establish a new stream of income to say yes more often to their families and to have more options. And so looking forward, we're just, enjoying the possibilities and planning more travel and planning more exciting pieces, again, saying yes more often, especially to our kids.
Awesome. Thank you, Gina, for sharing that. And that's been a huge piece for my family too. Really, I got into this business just because it made sense. Like Gina said, I was a raving fan customer. I had been a customer for over a year. And the person that introduced Juice Plus to me was a complete stranger and said, if you're going to keep taking it, does it make sense to cover your costs? And I said, sure. And who knew that almost 10 years later, here's where I would be, getting to say yes. And all, like Gina said, all these people getting to say yes also. And just watching their stories change, watching them physically and emotionally change, and watch their family dynamic change has just been the hugest blessing for me. So that is because I've gotten to partner with this awesome community. And so a few more things that we do that I just want to mention, because we are about healthy living, but we're also about healthy giving. Some of the partnerships we have are with the St. Jude Hospital. We are actually the title sponsor for their big marathon weekend, the first weekend of December, so coming up here. And last year we raised over $10 million. Such a big deal, yet it takes $8 million just to run that hospital for one day. So I love that we're giving. We're a big part of that. We are also a great partner with the Boys and Girls Clubs of North America, and we're putting a tower garden into every single one. A tower garden is an aeroponic garden that you can grow your own veggies on, and it's something that I am completely obsessed with. I know Gina is too. So, that's something we can share with you. And we also have donated these amazing shakes that I showed you earlier. Over 10 million meals are going out in North America. We've been doing this for about 2 years. We got 3 years to go with the Volunteers of America. We did just send a huge shipload of these along with our bars to Puerto Rico and to some of the really damaged parts of Florida and Mississippi and Alabama. So I know this company is just amazing about what they give, as well as, wanting to inspire healthy living around the world, which is our mission statement. So as we wrap, I just want to ask you maybe to think of a couple kinds of people. Like I said, some of us are like, oh my gosh, I ate the whole Halloween basket, right? Or maybe like me, you just sneak one once in a while, but it's still more than I need to be. And so I don't want to wait until January to be thinking about those health goals. So many of us are already thinking about them now. Thanksgiving's in a couple weeks, and then there's the holiday parties, and everybody brings the junk to work, and then it's Christmas and New Year's, and it just keeps piling up, right? And so, we have this great program called Shred 10 for people that are looking for that extra accountability, as well as just a regular healthy living community club for those that just need some general accountability. They want to be on products, they want to feel better. And so you can talk that over with whoever invited you and kind of get the specifics there. So who do you know? Like, who is that person? Maybe that person at work was talking about that. They're tired. Some of the stories that you heard from Samantha and DJ, you can totally relate to those, or somebody that can. And so you can bring those people back to them and say, like, hey, I know someone who's walking through what you're going through now, and they might have something that could help you. And then we also want to talk to that person that maybe they've told you, like Gina said, they want to say yes more often. Maybe it's ballet lessons or piano, some of those extra things for their kids. Or maybe it's Lyndsay's story that, she wants to provide more into her household. Maybe it's that stay-at-home mom that wants to be able to give into their family finances. So we have that opportunity for them as well. And the whole thing is just a whole lot of fun. No matter which they choose, I can tell you it's a whole lot of fun. So we thank you for being on, whether you came on live or whether you're viewing this later and one of them sent it to you. Be sure to ask them any questions you might have, and we thank you for your time. Good night, everybody.